Hello, everybody. My name is Ponce, and welcome to another episode of Vast Cuisine Speed Building Mabrika. Today, we are going to be doing a brand new neighborhood on top of all the other brand new neighborhoods that I've been working on in the past. And this area is going to be named after the part of Caguas that my family's from, Cañaboncito. Now, I wanted to start off by adding some single family houses, but they're kind of almost like townhouses, so it's gonna be like a whole little like project in a sense. But they came up pretty cool, I'd say. Of course, I might be a little biased because I just made them, but it's all Gucci. But here we are. I decided to do like a nice red design to kind of give it like like I kind of wanted to bring a bit of a neighborhood that I grew up around. I didn't grow up in this neighborhood, but I always liked the deep reds of the houses over there, and the kind of wanted to bring that back into my city. And here we are adding like a bit of a like more of a deeper shade of red with this with these logs. I also kind of wanted to have like a bit of that, like, that random repair, or maybe these were like a part of the tiny house movement, and that's like a bit of some like leftover shipping container that they decided to use in to kind of keep costs down, as well as adding a little bit of extra character to the community. But so this is going to be house number one, and really the only design that I have right now. I just wanted to see how the area would look with this line of townhouses, and then in the next episode that I do with this area, I hope to add some variety in terms of colors and roof shape, because I do want to have like a bit of that Caribbean vibe where it's like some houses have the A-frame, some houses they're just flat roofed. Some houses, maybe I'll do it where it's like the A-frame but it's sideways. So it's going to be a very low like elevation with that roof, which I'm kind of curious how that's gonna look. And then it's like, obviously I also gotta mess around with the colors. Like, I do want the that like shipping container vibe to kind of stick with it. So I'll just have to figure out the blocks I'd be able to use just to replace that corner of the houses. But there's the main house. I decided to add like a little bit of concrete around the porch to kind of make it seem as if the whole house is just sitting on a concrete slab. And got the whole second floor windows are going to be done just by using these windows, and that first floor we're not going to be situating any windows, because since I have that garage, and since this is supposed to be like a townhouse vibe, I felt like the first floor was just gonna be blank. I didn't want to add any windows. I didn't want to I didn't want to do anything like that. But so here I am. I decided to do like a bit of a maybe like a screen door, like one of those sliding glass doors in the back. So that's why I left that section of the house extra wide. And here I am situating the back window, as well as a little railing going around the that back patio area. Another thing that I'm gonna do in a few is add this fence, just to maybe just keep it uniform with the rest of the neighborhood. I do want this to be kind of designated as a suburban type neighborhood. So I'm adding a tree, so I'm adding that like that wooden fencing. Indeed. Also, it kind of made me realize that I've been using that fence for like specifically house designs forever. I've been using that fence design ever since I was like 16 years old. So it's like, maybe that's something I want to change, or maybe that's something where it's like, hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And it's like, it helps me distinguish different parts of the city. Because it's like I wanted it to be like a nice wooden fence, a nice wooden fence, creating that picket fence vibe while also doing other stuff. As you can see, I marked out the first and second floor with the sandstone, and here I am bringing the. I was trying to see if I can get the whole lot, but I couldn't, so I'm just doing the back portion of the property just to be able to just get it situated, honestly. And there I am kind of talking about what I want to do for this block. So basically, I want to situate these houses on one side of the street. Then we're going to turn them so that they're facing that other street. Maybe I do a different design over there. Maybe I continue this design. But overall, I want this house to be the blueprint for for like this whole neighborhood. Here I am situating the first floor flooring as well as the second floors, marking out where the bathrooms are going to be and opening up the space where the stairs are going to be. Here I am also messing with the walls, which because of that like window placement on the second floor, we are going to have like a weird thing on the first floor jutting out, but I actually made it work with the floor plan and turned that into a walk-in shower for the first floor, so you're gonna see that later on. I'm very excited, very excited. But here I am situating the first floor designs, adding a closet, just trying to get the flow going, trying to get the flow. Here I am situating the roof, the second floor ceiling, and then here I am bringing up the walls. Extending the walls all over. Here I am. I was gonna add that closet for the hallway, but then I was like, that bedroom over there isn't. They don't have a closet. Most of these bedrooms in this house don't have closets, so it's very much fighting over storage space. But here's actually the bun actually going in and doing the walls, because I had to do some errands this morning, taking care of the pets and cleaning up the kitchen. So, multitasking, multitasking. Also, I had faith that they would be able to do it, so which they did do it. I had to go in and just fix the doorways, but overall they did a great job of situating the things. And here I am situating that, and here I am just putting in the glass. Just doing the glass. Making the whole house look shiny, as well as doing the lamps. Continuing to light up the building, going upstairs. I decided to make the upstairs all like chandeliers. Almost just to eat. And then here I am starting to get the materials to make the bathrooms as well as the kitchen. Now the kitchen kind of made me like go, huh. Because it's like, I had like two spots for it. But I decided to throw in this corner, and here I am about to add that walk-in shower like I mentioned earlier. So the way I do that is I just add like just a plain floor, and here I am adding the glass to make it all pretty, and then I realized I forgot to add the drain, which I decided to use one of those trial blocks. I don't know what they're called, but yeah. And here's the final product. Here's the little house de Cañaboncito. Nice little cute little single family home with its own little backyard and tree, as well as a one car garage. The garage doesn't really have much work because, you know, it's a garage. People can do with it as they will. I assume that they came in a little later, using like brick and things like that, but here's bedroom number one. There's the living room, and then you have like the dining room in front of the main entryway. Here's the walk-in shower, which of course has just bare sheetrock because yeah. Here's the second floor. Here's bedroom number two. Here's bedroom number three, and then down that little hallway next to the stairs is just a little closet, just a little closet. And here's bathroom number two with the tub. And here's the main bedroom, which overlooks the back patio as well as backyard. Here's the fifth and final bedroom with its own little closet above the stairs. And we're gonna jump out of this window to get a good look at the whole house and property as a whole. And here's the whole neighborhood. I just took one house and made it into 11. And like I said earlier, I'm going to be using this design as the primary base of this new neighborhood, at least in this section, because I want it to be like a brand new development of the city. Hey, just wanted to do something different for the town, as well as add some single families. But yep, so thank you guys so much for watching the past, present, and future. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, where we might be messing with these buildings, or we might just leave it alone. Peace. Bye.